Hey, hi everyone, welcome to Aptitude Class Guru. In this session, we are going to discuss about the second lecture on averages, which is a advanced level concepts. So if you are not yet watched the session 1 video on averages, please go through our channel. There is a averages playlist over there. So complete the session 1 video first and then come here so that you can easily understand this advanced level concepts very easily. So in this session, we are totally focusing on the special cases which are asked in multiple placement papers or competitive examinations, whatever it may be. So we will focus on special cases today. So just look into the concept now. So I just revise only one or two things. Just remember that, guys. In the previous sessions, we have discussed already what is the average and what is everything. So average is nothing but always equal distribution, right? So, which is nothing but, for example, 10 members average is 50, then every person average is, or every person individual weight also 50. We can assume like this so that you can easily do the problems. So, if each person is increased by 2, then average also increased by 2. So this is one of the beautiful concept you have to remember, guys. So if the average is changed by 2, every person is changed by 2. If every person is added by 2, then average also got changed by plus 2. So remember this. If every person change is constant, then average change also same as individual change. For example, if you are adding 2 to the every person, the average increased by 2. If you are subtracting 2 from the each member, then average also decreased by 2. If you are multiplying with some number for every person, then average also changed by into 2. Similar, for example, they will give you the problems like this. There are group of 100 people with the average age of 50 years and each person age is divided by 2. Then what is the change in the average? So if every person is divided by 2, then similarly average also divided by 2. So 100 members initial age is 50. Now it is divided by 2. So the present average is 25 simply. You don't have to do any sort of huge calculations. So this is the one of the most important concept you have to know before entering into this all the case studies. Remember this word, it's very important. If each person is affected by some value, the average also affected by that same number. So this is the thing you have to remember. So we will enter into the total concepts now. Just look at here the first concept, which is the case 1. If the person joined the group. So just look at here, guys. I am simply assuming an example and I will explain that, and after that I will give you a shortcut formula so that you can easily understand why this shortcut is eligible for this case. Okay, so just look at my explanation. For example, I am taking an example as 10 people, their average is 25 years. So their average is 25 years. And if one person is joined the group, as the title said, remember, join the group, right? So one person joined, so how many people will become? So now one person joined, so the group become 11 members, and the average became, or in the problem they will given like the average is increased by 2. So if the average increased by 2, the present average would be 27 years. So this is how you have to imagine while you are seeing the problem. Like for example, this is how the problem will looks like. 10 people, average is 25 years. One person joined the group, or 10 students are there. One teacher joined the group, or there are 10 cricket players are there. Captain joined the group. Like this, the problems will ask. So whenever one person joined, the average of the group is increased by 2. So initial average is 25. Now it is increased by 2 means the present average is 27. The person joined in the group. So now look into the calculation part, how we can do it simply. So I told you already, guys, average of 10 people is 25 means every person age is 25, 25 and so on. I can say every person is 25. Why? Because average is nothing but equal distribution. Next, 11 people become 27, 27, 27. So now tell me, where is the new person? So now presently I am thinking about new person. Where is the new person? new person in the second group. So I am making as a G2 and it is a G1 so that you can easily understand. So the new person in the group 2. So what is the age of him? Every person is 27, so new person age is also 27. But because of joining of this person, the group was changed their average by, each person is increased by 2, right? So can I write the remaining 10% ages as 25 plus 2, 25 plus 2, 25 plus 2. So each person is increased by 2 because of this new guy, right? So how many years added to the previous group in order to make 27 everyone? So we have added 2 years, 2 years, 2 years to the every person. So how many people are there? 10 people are there initially. So we have to give plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 to the 10 people. So he has to give additionally. So for 10 people, he is giving 2 years of age. So this is the new person age, which is nothing but 27 plus 20, 47 years. He need to be a 27 years old guy so that he can enter into the group and he can give remaining 20 years to the all the people 2 so that all will become 27 years. So this is the concept you have to know. Now I will explain you the formula easily. Just look at here. New person age is equal to, or new person value, whatever it may be, is equal to, the formula is new average plus, see guys, 27 is new average. So new average plus, how many people are there in the old group? That is 10. So we have multiplied with 10 into the increased value, right? So old group people, number of people in the old group into increased. So this is the formula you have to remember while a person joined the group. So new person age is equal to new average plus old group into increased value, so that you can come up with new person average. For example, due to joining of the person, if the average is decreased, then it is vice versa, which is nothing but new person age is equal to new average decreased means negative value, right? So you have to subtract. So simply remember that minus, again the same formula, old group into decreased. So this is the formula you have to remember for the joining group. For example, if the average is increased, you have to use this formula. If the average is decreased, you have to use this formula for the find the age or weight or whatever it may be for the new person, right? So this is the first case. If you have any doubts related to this, please comment me on the comment section. @aptitude class guru is the Instagram page. So try to reach over there if you have any doubt. I will clear your doubts if you have anything. Okay. So let's look into the second case. A person leaves the group. So for example, they will give you the question like, there is a 25 people in a class and one student left the class. The average score decreased by 2. Then what will be the person who left the group, which is marks of the left person. So this is how the questions will be, and we will discuss all these models again in the question and answers. Don't worry about this. This is purely about only conceptual approach and shortcut formula you have to remember. And after this video, we will have a question and answer session. So there you can see all these models and how we are practicing those questions in a smart way and in easiest way, and we can do those problems in, frankly I'm telling you, I can complete these type of problems after this much of explanation in 30 seconds to 1 minute. That is our main ultimate goal. So just look at here. We will see what is the second case. A person leaves the group. Let's assume there are 20 people with the average of 53 kgs weight, and one person left the group. So if one person left the group, what is the remaining group will be? It will become 19 people, and the average is decreased by -1. So decreased by -1 is nothing but 52 kgs. So what is the weight of the person who left the group? This is the concept you have to learn now, and after that we will come up with a shortcut formula. So how many people left? Only one people left. So left people, I am not doing that. So left person is equal to, so every person is 53 in the initial stages. Now every person is 52 after this. So the left person need to be left with 53 years, sorry, 53 kgs, so that the group will not affect, right? So but while he is leaving, every person got decremented by 1 1 1 1. So how many people got decremented by -1 due to this person who left the group? Total 19 people got affected as -1 -1 -1. So while he leaving, he is taking the age from, sorry, taking the weight from all the remaining people, right? He is taking out. So he has taking means additional to that person. Left person is equal to 53 plus 19 people into 1 is our answer. So 53 plus 19, which is equal to whatever the answer it may be, so 72. So the age of the left person is 72 simply. Here I am designing the formula. Just look at here. The left person age is equal to, the left person is existed at first group, right? So you have to take old average. So this left person is in the first group, so old average, and he is taking some age from the remaining people, right? So addition, how many people got decremented by -1, which is nothing but, which is reflected as 19. 19 is nothing but old, sorry, new group, right? So new group into decreased. Remember guys, it's very important. The person left, who left, the age or weight, whatever it may be, is equal to old average 53 plus new group, that is 19, and decreased, which is 1. So if it is decreased, you have to add to the left person. Why? Because he is taking out, so he will be benefitable, right? So this is the one formula. And when coming to the second one, left person is equal to old average minus new group into increased. So if the group got incremented means the left person is giving back some weight or some age to the remaining people, right? He is sacrificing his quantity to the others, so you have to be subtracted. So you have to remember these two formulas again. Based on the situation you have to use. So there are only these 4 formulas are there for the person joined the group, the person left the group. If you remember these 4 formulas, it's more than enough guys. You can easily solve these type of problems in less than 30 seconds. So try to carefully take a screenshot or whatever it may be, or write it down anywhere. So just look at here, new person, if joined means increased means plus, decreased means minus. But if the person is leaving the group, decremented means plus and incremented is nothing but minus. So this is all the things you have to remember. So let's look into the case 3, which is a person replacement category, which is nothing but one person leave the group and instead of him, one person joined the group. So this is called as some replacement of the person. So I will explain you clearly with one situation or example, so that you can easily understand how the formula you have to use in the exam. So just look at here. For example, I am assuming there are 25 people with the average of, for example, 35 marks. So a group of students or a class of students having 25 people and their average is 34 marks. So one person left the group or one student left the group, one student joined the group. So what is the resultant group strength? One person left, one person joined. So group strength will never change, but average will change. Why? Because if the leaving person and entering person are having different marks, the average will affect. If average is not affected means, remember this point, it's very important. If average is not affected means the left person and entered person having same marks. So if the average is not affected, then entered person and leaving person having the same marks. But here I am taking an example of, due to this, the average marks got increased by +1. So the new group average is 35 marks. So guys, just look at here, very simple concept. New person age is equal to, guys, just look at here. Here every person is 34, 34, 34 and so on, right? In the second group, everyone is 35, 35, 35 and so on, 35. So what is the difference? Each person is increased by plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, right? So every person is 34. I am also assuming that new person age is 34. But because of his entrance or entering, every person got incremented by plus 1. So how many people got incremented? I also assumed the entered person is also having 34. So total 25 people having extra 1 mark. So plus 25 into 1. It's very simple. In the previous cases, we have to multiply with old group or new group like that. But here, the groups are constant. The group, old group and new group strength is constant, right? So any group is fine. So 25 into 1. So which is nothing but 34 plus 25. Answer is 59. How can we design this formula is nothing but new person age or marks or weight, whatever it may be, is equal to 34. What is 34? Which is nothing but old average, right? So old average. So if marks got incremented means we have done addition, right? So plus. So we are multiplying with group. So here total number of people is the total case. So total strength into how much it is got incremented. So incremented value. So this is the formula for replacement. If due to the person the average got decreased, then what is the thing? New person is equal to old average minus total into decreased. So this is what you have to remember, these two formulas again. So guys, if you remember these 6 formulas, you have completed all the special cases of averages. Trust me. Moreover, around 60% of the averages problem will be based on these 3 cases. And remaining 40% questions we already discussed in session 1. So please look at that session 1 if you are not yet completed that. And after completion of the session 1 only come here so that you can easily understand this, or else you will get some confusion among these concepts. So just look into the misreading case. This is the one of the most finest concept. Why? Because a lot of examinations they will ask based on this misread concept as well. So just look at here how we can solve. Is nothing but I will make you very clear. For example, there is a class of 10 students and their average is 50 marks. Sorry, in the question they will give you like this. There are 10 students in a class, the average is 50 marks. After verifying the marks once again, they are come up with one mistake that instead of 15, they have wrongly written as 25. Instead of 15, they have wrongly written 25, right? So now tell me, we have to, this is the right marks. This is the wrong marks. So they have entered 25 wrong marks. 25 is the wrong marks. So they have to enter 15. So because of this 25 wrongly entered, how many marks you are added to the group? 15 and 25 difference is 10, right? So 10 marks more is added to the group, right? So 10 marks distributed to 10 people equally. Why? Because average is nothing but equal distribution. So 10 marks is distributed to 10 people equally means, then tell me, if it is originally 15 is written, then average marks will be decreased. Why? Because you have given extra marks. So you have to make them reduced. So how much, sorry, what will be the new average of the group? Which is nothing but 10 people are there and you have to decrease 10 marks. How many marks you can reduce from each person? 10 by 10, which is nothing but 1 mark. You have to decrease 1 mark. So 50 minus 1, that is equal to 49 is the new average of the group. If it is done in a vice versa, for example, instead of 25, they have written 15. So you got more marks, but they have entered only 15 marks. So 10 marks was wrongly entered. So you have to add back to the group. So 10 marks to the 10 people, 1 mark each. So the average will become 51. So if it is less, you have to subtract from the average. If you have to get the more marks, you have to add to the average. So simply we can say this type of problems as difference between the values divided by total number of people. If the difference is minus, you have to subtract from the average. If the difference is plus, you have to add to the average, so that you can easily get the answer. More than this, you don't require anything. It's a generalized problem. So just look into the last case for this session, which is the most important concept. Mostly a lot of problems based on average speed, and this is one of the common concept for time, speed, distance as well as averages. But I'll suggest please go through this concept as a average concept, so that you can easily remember. Why? Because in the time, speed, distance we have a multiple number of concepts, so I'll prefer remember this averages speed concept as a averages. So again, the average speed is we can make it as a two different subcategories, and in that the first category is nothing but if the speed is divided based on time. If the speed is divided based on time, what is the formula? And if the speed is divided based on the distances, then what is the formula? So for example, they will give you the problems like, for the first 1 hour, the average speed is x km per hour, and for the next 1 hour, the average speed y km per hour. Then what is the average speed of the person? Remember guys, here the problem is designed based on the time. For example, I have to assume as 1 hour, it might be a hours. Whenever the time is constant, the average speed formula is simply x plus y by 2. Or if they have given for 3 time slots which are equal time slots, then the average will be x plus y plus z by 3. So this is how the problem or formulas you have to remember. Simply remember when the time is constant for the particular duration, right? If distance is constant, first a kilometers and second a kilometers and third a kilometers. For example, first I am assuming up to only 2 equal distances. So first a kilometers or first half of the distance is covered with x km per hour, and second distance or second half distance is covered with y km per hour. Then what is the average speed formula? So remember guys, this is the special case. While distance and speed are directly proportional, then in order to find the relationship between them, we have to go for the harmonic progression oriented formulas, that is x and y is the speeds and the distance is constant. Then you have to go for this formula as 2xy divided by x plus y. So this is the one of the most important concept you have to remember. I don't want to explain about all these formulas, how this came from the basics. So once you are entered into the time, speed, distance concept, you can easily understand this concept. There I will explain you again. Next, what is the average speed if the 3 equal parts are there, which is nothing but another a kilometers. So z km per hour is the speed. So then the formula is 3xyz divided by xy plus yz plus zx. So these are the most important formulas you have to remember. This is a normal average. We know 2 variables divided by 2, 3 variables divided by 3. So if the time is the equal divided, so nothing issue. But when the distance is equally divided, then you have to take care of these formulas. That's it guys. That is for this session 2 on averages. So we have completed all the averages concept in detail. So please try to watch them in order, session 1 and session 2, so that we will enter into the next session, that is question and answer based session. So there I can explain around 15 questions. So all these theoretical sessions will be covered in that question and answer based. Thank you so much. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram as well. So thank you so much. Bye bye.